Welcome to Brisbane, one of the most livable cities in the world and one we consider the most underrated in all of Australia. So come with us as we tour Brisbane and show you some of the best things to do. We're starting our day here in Brisbane in Kangaroo Point. This is a lovely area of Brisbane which we highly recommend. We actually had our hotel here, so it's beautiful to wake up here, and of course it's a beautiful sunny day. Brisbane is the capital of Queensland, the Sunshine State, so we thought we'd come and find somewhere in the shade to start off. We're at a little cafe called Moonshine under the Story Bridge, under a beautiful tree. Feeling very tropical right now. We're going to have our coffee and then we're going to explore more of Brizzy.
Brisbane is a very walkable city with a lot of pathways along the Brisbane River. So we've got one which goes all the way around Kangaroo Point. You've got one on the other side, and they're actually cycleways as well. So if you wanted to get around the city as a commuter or as a tourist, cycling or e-scooters is a very good way to get around Brisbane.
Public transport is also great in Brisbane, and if you want to be crossing over the river, they have little ferries that you can use your travel cards with or your debit card. Currently only 50 cents per ride in Queensland to travel with, so it's a super affordable way to be a tourist in Brisbane. And they have the ferries which are called CityCats, and they also have little ones which are called kitty-cats.
Okay, now Brisbane has a river dividing some parts of it from the city, but that's not a problem because we have many bridges connecting both sides of the river. This is the latest bridge. I think it's called the Kangaroo Point Green Bridge, and that's because it encourages people to be a bit more green with their transport choices, with a new connecting bridge from Kangaroo Point over to the city, and it seems like it's very popular. People are enjoying it. So not many of you will know this, but me and Charlotte, we actually met for the first time in Brisbane all the way back in 2012. And since then, we've lived in Brisbane for a few years on and off, but it's so good to come back after a few years since we've been away last and to see all these new developments to the infrastructure, making the city even better. And I think the main focus of that is to make it such an accessible city and enjoyable for the upcoming Olympics, which I believe is in 2032. So if you're planning a trip to Brisbane for the Olympics, hopefully you get some value out of this video and you can get some recommendations of places to stay, things to visit, and what else to do here in Brisbane.
What a view! Brisbane's looking beautiful today.
Wow, that's so cool. And this bridge actually connects Kangaroo Point to not only the city, but the Botanic Gardens. So then you can cycle around the Botanic Gardens and go through to South Bank and South Brisbane, some of the other very popular spots in Brisbane.
I love this tracker. You actually can spot these in lots of the walking and cycling areas around Brizzy, and they keep a track of how many people have cycled, walked past on the scooters. So over 500,000 people this year so far. We're only in the 4th month of the year, have walked across the bridge. And
but this bridge has only been open for
this is a very new bridge. That can't be right, surely? Maybe this is around Brizzy or just this bridge. Either way, good on you, Brizzy locals and tourists. Seem to be out here quite a lot.
Thank you, brother.
We have stopped off at a cafe called Mulga Bills. It's the other side of the bridge in the city, and we have a beautiful view looking out to the Brisbane River and the bridge that we just walked over. We have some brunch, Avon toast, like true millennials, and then we're going to fuel up and head further into the city. We have come to the Brisbane Botanical Gardens, and these are located right in the centre of Brisbane, so it's super easy to access, runs alongside the river. Really quite big gardens, and it's a great place to escape to on hot and humid days in Brisbane, especially in summer, because all these large trees and plants act like this natural air-conditioned area. So if you want to escape the heat, go and get a little picnic blanket and roll it out underneath one of these trees. You'll see that a lot here. And if you visit on the weekends, you could also find some markets.
Look at these fans.
They're humongous.
They're so tropical here.
It's very tropical. Well, Brisbane is in a subtropical climate, so plants like this can thrive here.
Yeah, walking around some parts of Brisbane, it even feels like you're in like a Southeast Asian city sometimes. Not with like the infrastructure, but just all of the tropical plants, the big palm fronds, the big ferns and everything. It just feels like you're somewhere really tropical, which you kind of are. Look at that for a tree, Shazza.
Yeah, that's amazing. It's like something you'd see in Tomb Raider or Jumanji.
One tree.
Wow. Look out for snakes though. If you're looking for a cute little cafe spot or a nice refreshing iced tea spot like us, then there's a cafe called the Gardens Club here in the Botanical Gardens. It's lovely and shaded. They offer like sandwiches, smoothies, juices, so it's a lovely little place to come to have a cool down. Ooh, fizzy. That's yummy. Also in the Botanical Gardens is the River Stage. This is where all the big acts will be performing. So if you come to Brisbane for an event, you'll find the artists here. That's pretty cute. The CityCat's called City Dog and it's got Bluey on it. If your kids watch Bluey, it's filmed here in Brisbane. So Bluey is very popular here. Yeah.
And from this point here, we can see a couple of other new additions to Brisbane. One is this bridge right here, and that connects South Bank and South Brisbane over to one of the newest buildings, which is the Star Casino right here. And we're gonna go up there and check that out next.
And there is a walking platform up there, which is glass bottom floor, so you can see right down. So we're gonna go check that out, but we can see the people right now walking on the area.
All right, let's go and check out this new building in Brisbane, the casino. I'm excited, this is my first time here. We're just on the terrace level and there's a bunch of really nice restaurants along here. Not sure on pricing, but I think it's out of our price range.
I'm very impressed so far. It's really exciting to explore something new in Brisbane because we spent so many years here, and coming back, we saw this place being developed for quite a long time and now it's finally open and it's stunning. Loads of places to eat. It's really nice and new and we're super excited to go to the top, and it's just elevated Brisbane. It already was such an awesome city and like we said earlier, so underrated, and now this is going to put it on the map even more. Sydney, watch out, Brisbane might be taking your top spot. We're on level 23. This is where you can access the SkyDeck, and wow, we are so impressed already. You can see right out to the ranges. This is a view I don't think you can really get anywhere in Brisbane unless you're staying in a high-level apartment. We are so impressed. And you can see right down to South Bank, see the man-made pool, another area you have to visit in Brisbane. Ready to walk on the glass bottom floor?
Yeah.
I freak out, probably. I'm nervous. Oh, I don't know if I can do it. Yeah. If I just don't look down.
No, Dominic gets out. No, no,
oh, look.
No.
Oh, my belly is flipping. Wow. I'm so impressed. 10 out of 10. This place is amazing. Amazing perspective of Brisbane here. So if you want to come up somewhere high, Corey likes to do that. I have to find a high point in the city to have a look around to get an idea of the layout.
Normally we had to go to Mount Cootha.
Yeah, you usually have to go quite far out of Brisbane, but now we have a place right in the middle of the city, and this building is absolutely beautiful. The little skywalk area there where my stomach did lots of somersaults, that's such an awesome addition because all the tourists are going to come up there just for that. But the place itself is beautiful. There's a hotel here, loads of restaurants, and there's the casino too.
And as an extension from the casino across to the other side of Brisbane, we're on the new bridge. This is the Neville Bridge, the second newest bridge here in Brisbane.
Great, I love that we can go straight from the casino, from the city, right over the bridge, and you're directly in the middle of South Bank, because South Bank is such a popular place to go to in Brisbane.
Especially from the city.
When we used to live here, we'd have to walk further down and then get the bridge across and walk back up.
And it was all the buses and everything.
Yeah, it's a kind of the bus bridge.
Yeah.
So you could access it, but it was a little bit more time, but this is so convenient. I love it.
Another family favorite here in Brisbane, the Brisbane Wheel. And it has prime position now as you cross the Neville Bridge because it sits right at the end of the bridge.
South Bank is probably the most kid-friendly area in central Brisbane.
Yeah.
You have loads of playgrounds, the wheel, and you also have a man-made pool. Looking at a map, it looks like Brisbane is right on the coast and therefore should have beaches, but it isn't. It's slightly inland, so the nearest beach is a little bit further away. But they thought, why not just put a beach in the middle of the city? And that's exactly what they did here at South Bank. This is the main beach, and they have a couple of kids pools. This one's currently, I think, probably putting fresh water in, so it's closed right now. But the kids pools are absolutely jam-packed. Loads of ice cream stores around here too, so you can really feel like you're having a little holiday by the seaside. South Bank is also another excellent suburb to stay in if you're looking for a location to base yourself while you're visiting Brisbane. Loads of dining options, there's a cinema, entertainment, and obviously great for the kids. all of the dining options, enticed us to stop for lunch in South Bank, and Corey wanted to come to Grilled. It's one of like the main chains here in Australia. They do pretty good burgers. We grabbed a couple of veggie burgers, and it's going to be our lunch spot.
Another example of the beautiful walkways along the river here in Brisbane. This is the South Bank stretch, directly opposite the city, and as you can see, it's very flat and perfect for a little stroll along the river.
We're going to jump on a CityCat now, so we're going to cross the river and head down to Howard Smith Wharves. Hats and dresses are at the top of the CityCat. Woohoo!
And this is Riverside.
So the CityCat ferry service, it stops all along the river at different places. This stop right here is the Riverside Centre, and this is basically the closest in the middle of the city that you'll get to. This is where a lot of the business people, the CBD, the big office buildings, they stand tall along the river here.
Business people in briefcases.
Yeah, but we're going to go one further stop along to the Howard Smith Wharves, and that's right underneath probably the most iconic bridge in Brisbane, the Story Bridge.
Feels like we're on holiday. Cruising the river for 50 cents.
Get in. All right, Howard Smith Wharves. Look at this place. Bean bags. We have a river view with the Story Bridge. And I think Charlotte is saying that she wants to go and find a nice cool drink.
Yes, definitely. We have come to Felons, which is a brewery here, and they have an amazing massive hall, and there's like ping pong tables, arcades, a stage, so I guess that goes off on the weekend. It's very manly in there, like Sunday with the boys at the brewery. It looks pretty awesome though, but this whole area has beautiful outdoor dining areas and just seats for a drink, so we just come and grab some drinks with a beautiful view of Story Bridge, iconic here, a landmark in Brisbane. This whole area stretches quite far down. Everyone's kind of trying to find some shade because it's so hot in the sun. But as you go further down, back towards the city, there's a few restaurants you could choose from too, and they look quite nice. It's a place you'd go to for a nice evening meal or a fancy lunch out. But we just grabbed some drinks. Cheers.
Well, that went on for a little bit longer than we thought it would.
Feeling refreshed.
Yeah, it was nice to sit there in the sunshine. Well, in the shade.
And they have happy hour free till 5.
There we go, another one.
Corey got an extra drink. The start of this area too has all these bean bags, which is awesome. We were going to grab a spot here earlier, but it's way too hot. But now we're heading into the afternoon. It's cooling down. This is a great spot to come for the end of the day.
As you can see, the sun is going down, and we don't want to end this video without taking you to the best sunset spot in Brisbane. So that's where we're going to head to next. And a little hint, it's close to where we started the day. You guys are probably getting bored of us talking about walkways in Brisbane, but this is another relatively new stretch of a riverside walkway. Well, it's actually river top walkway because it's on top of the river, but they added this one in after the 2011 floods, sometime after that. So it stretches from Howard Smith Wharves all the way around to New Farm, and it's a great little access way if you're on a bike or your e-scooter, or you just want to go for a jog or a walk along the riverside. Beautiful in the morning and in the afternoon as well. Back across the river now, and this time we are going on a CityCat. Those are the cross river smaller little ferries. 50 cents a time, it's just negligible. You just use it like willy-nilly.
So one of the best places to come for a Brisbane sunset afternoon vibe is Kangaroo Point Cliffs. Here you have a gorgeous view of the river and the city, and the afternoon sun is just beautiful here. People come here for a picnic, they have some drinks, see you in the end of the day, and you can also do some rock climbing here. So the Kangaroo Point Cliffs is a really popular rock climbing spot, an adventure spot, so there's also that to do here as well.
The other great thing about Kangaroo Point is there's parking here for 2 hours, and you have access to these public barbecues as well, which you don't need to put any money in. You just push the button and it heats up and you can have your barbecue dinner. There's quite a few scattered along with picnic benches and stuff, and you can just sit on this wall here, watch the sunset over Brisbane City, and it is just beautiful.
Well, before the sun sets, we're going to go freshen up, meet some friends, and head to a different place in Brisbane on the north side. It's one of the best places to go for dinner and some entertainment. You're going to love this. We have come to Eat Street Market. This is a super popular foodie market to come to in North Shore on North Brisbane. We just took the ferry over here and we were here for sunset on the ferry and it was magical. It was gorgeous. Definitely recommend hopping on the ferry if you're over in the CBD south side of Brizzy. We are going to go stuff our faces now. We've had a big day and we're starving.
Well, this place is already a sensory overload. Just look at all the lights, all the sounds, all the people. We are going to find some different food options. Who knows what we're going to find here?
We're going to go all out and have an absolute feast. Here we go.
Get in, let's do it.
There is so much food here. This place is incredible. We're just going to do like a big lap and then see what we like and then go about. That's usually how I go about places like this. My belly is rumbling. We have a ship behind me. I don't know why the ship is there. First dish of the night ordered, we've gone for a pad see ew at a Thai place. We now have some performers. It's like a whole festival here. It's incredible. And it's on every weekend in Brizzy.
Pad see ew.
My favourite, broccoli.
If you get overwhelmed in large crowds, this is definitely not the place for you. But is the food worth it?
It's really good. Just a Thai.
Cool, and we're sat here on the riverside in Brisbane. There's all these seats that run down the side and we have the sunset. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot to take in.
Japanese cuisine.
Love it.
Good.
She never stops talking about it. She even dreams about it every night, so.
Love Japanese food. Yeah. Still hungry.
Still hungry.
Next. Oh my God, look at him.
I have a big potato. Okie dokie, thank you very much.
Have a good one.
Cheers. All right, we have come to another little laneway. This is one of many. There's just all these different little tents for us to explore. And we've come to a place which I'm actually super excited because it's somewhere that I used to come when we lived in Brisbane. Used to be a food truck called the Wind Box, but now they have this permanent little location here at Eat Street and they do cauliflower wings. And we have gone for the Southern Spice. They've got different flavors and yeah, we're gonna tuck into these. They look great. They're super tasty, but apparently they're vegan, but they actually taste like chicken, which I'm very, very happy about. It's all about just feasting, trying all the different things. I've got a ginger beer from the bar. Yum.
They're very hot.
That's bread.
Fresh, yummy donuts.
We have gone for donuts. We're in the sweet section of the Eat Street markets.
It's crazy.
And yeah, it's a little bit overwhelming. We're kind of standing here just like mesmerized by all the lights and everything.
Kids would have, I don't know, it's like a kid's fantasy land.
Yeah.
And a heart attack. They got some donuts.
So many different types of sweets here, like croissant pastry donuts and lots of like Nutella. They use Kinder Bueno in a lot of things, but there's so many options. And to be honest, I don't even know what the menu means. There's too many things to choose from.
Just pick two.
Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more of Australia, check out these videos, subscribe for more travel content, and we'll see you again soon. Bye!